Hello, dear students. Now, I'm going to start the next chapter that is about landforms. What is a landform first? Children, what is a landform? Landform is a natural feature of solid surface of earth or any other planetary body. Okay, it's a natural feature, and for example there are plains, canyons, gorges, valley, hill, plateau, mountain, volcano. All these are what? All these are landforms. So how does this landform forms, or what is the process of formation of landform? Mainly there are two main processes: endogenous and exogenous processes. Okay, endogenous and exogenous. Endogenous means inside the earth, exogenous means outside the earth. Okay, so landforms are formed by natural forces, that is by erosion, deposition and tectonic process. Both they are endogenetic and exogenetic. See, the study of these processes that shape landform is called geomorphology. Geo means earth, morph means form, and ology means study. See, there are two forces which acts in the formation of landforms, that are internal forces and external forces, that is endogenic forces and exogenic forces. See, internal forces and external forces. The major difference between internal forces and external forces: internal forces operate inside the earth, external forces operate outside the earth. Internal forces are constructive in nature, external forces are destructive in nature. Internal forces leads to the formation of landforms, external forces leads to the destruction of landforms. Okay, since they take place inside the earth's surface, they are called as endogenic forces. They are called as exogenic because they take place outside the earth's surface. See, the various agents involved in external forces or exogenic forces are wind, water, rain, which are also the agents of weathering. Okay, now children will study endogenic forces or internal forces in detail. See, endogenic forces or internal forces are known as tectonic movements because it leads to the movement of tectonic plates. They are divided into two categories. They are diastrophic forces and sudden forces. Okay, see, diastrophic forces include horizontal movement and vertical movement. Horizontal movement takes place inside the earth, beneath the earth. They are called as orogenic or mountain building movement because it leads to the formation of mountain. They are complex in nature, and the horizontal movement are categorized in two categories. They are opposite direction and towards each other. They are compressional and tensional forces. Okay, horizontal forces are slow and their effects are visible after a long period of time. Tensional forces, due to what happens due to tensional force and compressional force? Tensional force leads to fractures, crack, faulting of the rock. Compressional force leads to crumbling and folding rock. Okay, see, now vertical movement are called as epeirogenic or continent building because it leads to the formation of continent. Okay, these movements cause rise and fall of a portion of earth, and these movements are a result of internal forces acting radically from the center of the earth. In vertical movement, the force is acting beneath the earth radically, and these movements are responsible for formation of valleys and plateaus. These movements are powerful because they could cause rise of extensive areas such as continent, because as they are very powerful, it leads to the formation of continent. See, the raised portion is called uplift and the downward portion is called as subsidence. Okay, see, sudden forces, sudden events, you can say like volcanic eruption, earthquake. They are the extreme events or sudden event. Okay, they are caused suddenly, that is why they are called as sudden forces. Like volcanic eruption, earthquake are extreme event which when occur at any place, it leads to heavy destruction in life and property of the people. Okay, now your children, exogenic forces or external forces. See, exogenic, as I told you, it operates outside the surface of earth. Okay, or outside the surface of earth, it is classified into degradation and aggradation. Okay, degradation means degradation means the you can say like decomposition of rock, decaying of rock, like weathering of rock is degradation in rock. Okay, and the various agents involved in this are weathering are wind, waves, running water, glacier. These are the agents by which disintegration and decomposition of rocks occur. See, aggradation, children, you can say the leveling of earth is called as aggradation, and the filling of the deposition or the filling of the depressions. See, children, these broken material due to weathering, the broken rock material caused due to weathering are taken by the agents, and they are deposited in depression, which raises the level of the land. This is known as aggradation.